You've been waiting for this. It's time to trap and... This is the X-Fan Show. New episode, a brand new flow. Arlington, the Spurs were on the verge. Got a new topic to burn. The mics are hot and it takes up all the stories of told. No lies are told from the English floor to the digital screen. We're breaking down a game that don't be seen. Yeah, the X-Fan. The X-Fan. It's the show you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the X-Fan Show. You know who I am. I'm Spurs. Arlington is doing Uncle Daddy duty, as he likes to call it. He will be joining us a little later on. You know, on this show and on our platform, it's always been about the fans and all that stuff. And me and Arlington have been paying attention to this. I don't know if people realize, but there's this other team here in St. Louis. There's a minor league football team. I don't know. I'm going to apologize now. Our guest is backstage. I don't know if we can call them minor league, but there is another local-owned team right here in St. Louis called the St. Louis Falcons. And I am honored to be joined by I'm going to say he's the owner, operating, managing partner, the one and only Mr. Lucky Moore. Thank you for joining me, sir.
Hey, what's going on, my man?
How's it going? Lucky, so here on the X-Fan Show, we're about fan-driven stuff, and we've actually been following your little team for a while, and I know that we were supposed to work with you guys last year, but some other things come up, so it just got put on hold or whatever, and then one thing leads to another, but we've reconnected again. First,
Yes,
explain to people what the St. Louis Falcons, what they are.
Yeah, so you weren't wrong. We're a minor league football team, age 18 plus, based straight out of St. Louis, Missouri. We got players, from every surrounding state that's within a 3-hour drive. We aim mostly a targeted area of college players, but we do take guys with little to no experience. But yeah, that's who we are. We're a minor league football team.
Now, Lucky, we were talking. How you guys have been around since, if I'm not mistaken, 2021.
Yep.
Okay. How do you even come up with the idea of I'm going to create a minor league football team? Like, first, how did you even come up with that idea?
You know, it's funny because I tell the story. The Falcons were created in a real small town called Bismarck, Missouri, in a trailer at like 3 o'clock at night. I had the idea I wanted to bring something new to St. Louis. I wasn't quite sure what. Kind of put a feeler out for a football team. I was following a minor league team locally called the CMFL, Central Midwest Football League, following some local teams in that, and kind of just liking what I was seeing, growing ideas in my head of what I could do with it. So, yeah, like I said, I put a feeler out there, and, man, it blew up. Within 48 hours, the logo going out. I had 40, 50 players calling me, texting me, ready to go.
So you're just sitting you said you're sitting in a little bitty trailer at 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
In Bismarck, Missouri.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to create me a minor league football team. Were you playing Madden, or were you at least doing something? You were just like, I'm going to create this?
Yeah, I wish I had a real intricate story and, I created this big bit. I made a logo, I sent it out, and, one player after another. And then, after 3 years, we've grown to the organization we are now. So...
let's not get it twisted. Like, people don't realize, but on your Facebook page, you have over 3,100 followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a non-for-profit team.
Yep.
So like you guys have even done you've done fundraisers and stuff for local charities.
Yeah. 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 Well, each year we partner with, man, I mean, it's a huge list, but we partner with a ton of companies year in, year out. Christmas toy drives. We did a back to school drive this year where we donated over 3,000 school items to local North County elementary schools. We co-hosted the North County Trunk or Treat that was co-hosted with Berkeley Police Department, St. Louis County Police Department, St. Louis Parks and Recreation Department. I think we've seen a sum total of, I mean, 2,000 kids probably. So, yeah, we're really community based.
See, and this is what I love. Okay, so you had the Battlehawks in 2020.
Yep,
COVID happens, right?
that's right.
You're like, okay, 3:00 in the morning. I'm sitting in my trailer in Bismarck. I'm gonna change your story. If you're playing Madden, you're like, I can do this, right? You made your Madden team, you created your Madden team, right?
Right.
I'm gonna call them the St. Louis Falcons. I make my logo. You're doing all this, then the UFL XFL comes back.
Yeah. Yep.
You're like, well, first and foremost, how the hell did nobody find you? First of all, like, how did the local news not find you?
I didn't know, honestly, because we didn't get an actual news segment with Fox until this past season. But we were kind of really social media based, man. I mean, everything we did was majority Facebook, Instagram, group chats. I wasn't huge on the branding part of it because, we had the players, we had the coaches. Um, and then once we started really getting into the communities and social media page started blowing up, I mean, they found us quick. I mean, that's the best way to put it.
Well, like I said, we've been following you guys for a while.
Right.
And we'd reached out to you guys a few times, a couple times. But, like you said, when we finally connected, you're like, man, I'm so sorry. I'm always busy, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, I get it. I was like, I've been following your stuff for a while. I love what you guys are doing. So you guys have done these fundraisers and stuff like that. Now, let's not get it twisted. You also have an adult 9-man flag team.
Yeah, actually, to put it in a more perspective, so last season we fielded junior football. We had a 9U, 10U, 11U team. We had a 9-man adult flag team, and then obviously we have the 11-man adult spring team. So, yeah, we have about 4 or 5 teams across the organization that compete.
Yeah, see, like, that's unbelievable
Yeah,
because, literally though, you found a need because football was gone in
yep,
St. Louis. Then it comes back, right? But yet we have the Battlehawks, but yet you're still putting people into your organization. That
yeah,
says,
it's crazy.
like, did you? So so let's go to this. When the Battlehawks came back, right?
Right.
Did you think that this was going to end, or what was going through your head? Going, great, the Battlehawks are back now, or like,
You
what was that
know,
mindset for you?
that actually is a hidden story I don't tell a lot of people because that was one of the biggest things was, like I said, I was in St. Francis County and I wanted the St. Louis market. So not only am I competing with, the Battlehawks, the new professional soccer team came out.
Yeah,
Um, so, we had 3 brand new teams in the market, but the one thing I didn't see was the community engagement, a real home-based team. You don't see Battlehawk players out and about at community events. You don't see coaches. They fly in on game days. So I figured that's what I can give back. We can give what they're not.
and see, and I love that because, like, what we've done with the X Fan Show, like I was talking to you earlier, we did a book. We did a Autism Speaks event for
Right.
Autism Speaks because my wife, her son has autism, and we raised money for Autism Speaks.
Yeah.
Then we did the charity for Confluence Academy there in North St. Louis. They had just opened up their new library. We got over 10,000 books
Right.
for there. So that's what I love. So, like, for you, okay, you're like, okay, I want to give back to the community.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
how do you get a bunch of grown men first? Because that's what you were doing at first, a bunch of grown men, not the young
Yeah.
kids. How did you get a bunch of grown men to give back to charity?
A lot of these guys, that play for me, they play at the collegiate level, right? So
Hmm.
they already have an idea of structure and really how to be a brand. And that's what I tell my players. It's not just about protecting the Falcons brand, but it's about making your name a brand. A lot of people are like, oh, minor league, it's just guys are paying to play. But in reality, we've had guys that have had professional offers from arena leagues, arena teams. We got guys playing Division III football right now. So, it's not like oh, maybe you can get JUCO. No, we have a kid playing NCAA Division III football right now. So, it's a new avenue I'm really trying to bridge to back to college, back to professional football.
See, and I love that's what you're wanting to do. Because I mean, let's not get it twisted. I mean, the NFL just announced they are going to start their own flag football league.
Yep.
Basically, is what they're
Yeah.
partnering with who are the Big 12 on
Yes.
innovations for their games.
Mm.
And you're giving guys here in this. Okay, so let's go this. Where are the surrounding states
So we
that
got
you
guys,
have players?
we got guys locally, Illinois. Where was the farthest? We had a guy playing out of Joplin, Missouri. So we're talking 4 hours away. But yeah, so that's the farthest. I guess I could really say surrounding cities. And then we have a lot of Illinois-based players, Southeast Missouri. But I'd say Joplin was probably the farthest we've had.
Okay, but still, I mean, that's still a good radius if you're talking
Yeah,
southern Missouri.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
could go all the way to the Boot Hill.
yep, yep,
Joplin is the possibly the furthest southwest of
yeah,
Missouri you could get, right?
yeah,
Then you're going over into you said southern Illinois.
yep.
So
I mean, all the way to. I mean, we've had a guy out in Columbia, Illinois. So they're coming out there, Belleville, Cahokia. Yeah,
like these guys come, you start this, right? You get the idea 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what I find fascinating about it. 3 o'clock in the morning, you get the idea. And you're
yeah,
like, okay, I'm gonna do this. You make your logo. All of a sudden you start getting hit up from
yeah.
players.
It was quick. I mean, I really wish it was a more intricate story of like, I was out here advertising, paying for Facebook. Man, I don't even think I had a Falcons page yet. It was just the My Lucky More page. And yeah, 40, 50 people hitting me up and I had coaches ready to go. And I was like, all right, well, we went from a feeler to a LLC, then to a nonprofit that quick. So,
See, it's crazy. And let's not get it twisted. You guys have amassed a pretty decent men's team.
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I mean, I'd say so. You were 6-2 last year.
Yeah, finished total 9-3.
Yeah, okay, 9-3.
Yeah,
So I mean, with St. Louis and our general area, isn't really looked at as a football
right.
powerhouse, right? Because I mean, who do we really have? We have Columbia.
Yep.
Then we
And
have
then
well
a
now
lot of
it's
junior
the 60s,
colleges.
right? We have the Central Mules down there in
Yep.
Union, Missouri. I don't think Mineral has a football team, right? Mineral
No,
area.
just basketball.
They
Yeah.
just got the basketball. Then you got the Salukis who just now changed their name to
Oh,
the
what was it? I just
66ers.
yeah.
So you've
And
really
then you even have
shown.
Lindenwood out here.
Oh,
They're
that's
a new
right.
Division 1.
The Division 1. We got Lindenwood. So what you've shown is that St. Louis is somewhat of a powerhouse
It's really
for
a hub for athletes when you really dig in. The problem is, especially with NCAA and high school recruits, you're looking real more southern states. Your big
correct.
guys are coming from Florida, Texas, Georgia. Um, but in reality, St. Louis has a lot of, I'd even say D1 talent, but some kids just they don't have the grades. Some kids just they don't want to go to school after high school, and that's just the reality of it. And so
Hmm.
they stay home.
And then you've created an option for them to play
Continue to
ball.
play ball in their prime. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now let's go. You got the men's team.
Yep.
Battlehawks come back. You're like, damn, Battlehawks are back. But it doesn't phase you. You're like,
Nope.
I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, man, I'm real driven. You know, when I get my mind to something, and then not even just put my mind to it, but once I start having fun, like I mean, it's gonna take a lot to get me to stop. And it's the same thing with the players. You know, everyone's like, oh, you know, they're just your player, but they're really not. You know, we're a big tight knit family. You know, the same way I know my guys will be there for me, they know I'll be there for them, and that's in between the lines, off the football field, out of season. That doesn't change.
And it's funny that you say that because we actually, well, I know somebody that knows somebody on your team, Kevin,
Right.
and my buddy, the good doctor, who is the digital editor up there in Warrenton, Missouri now. And he's like, dude, he goes, Lucky's guys. He goes, those guys are crazy. He goes, they'll run through a wall for this guy. He
Yeah.
goes, they just absolutely love him. So how do you build that up? But these guys not even knowing who you are as their owner, their coach. Like, how do you build that?
You know, a big thing I always try to focus on, and you know, this is even going back to me coaching high school, is connecting with people on a mental level, finding that respect level. You know, if you look at them as just, you know, hey, you guys are grown men. No, you guys are human. It doesn't matter if you're grown, a youth, middle age, a teenager. It's about coming with the respect. You know, even when things get sticky or you know they're mad at me, I treat them with respect. I face their questions, I even face their criticism, and I don't throw it back at them. And I think that's just the, you know, the relationship we've built to this point. You know, I tell teams like, I hope you like me because you don't have a choice. I have 70 bodyguards, and that's just by choice. You know, so yeah, that's kind of where our relationship's been.
Yeah. So I find it fascinating. So you're like, so the Battlehawks come back.
Yeah.
Now you got to go tell your team, guys, the Battlehawks are back.
Right, right. You know, on
But
top of that, just you know, there's also a lot of other minor league, or there were back when I started. There was a lot of minor league programs locally. Not a lot of good ones, but a lot.
mhm.
So, you know, you're also competing with that. You got players already playing for teams, settled teams, and you know, you got to put a better brand out for them.
And so you tell them, guys, listen, Battlehawks are coming back, but it doesn't phase me.
Right.
I'm still going to do this.
Yeah.
Are you with me or you're not? So, like, what was that like when you were talking to them?
You know, so a lot of guys didn't really know what minor league all entailed. You know, they come from high school, college programs where you have upwards of thousands of player or fans to, you know, you come to minor league and you have, you know, on a good day, hundreds, right? So, um, you know, they were with it. You know, a lot of these guys had the aspiration of going pro, going back to college if they had eligibility left. So it really didn't affect them. You know, whether we had 10 people in the crowd, 100, 200, you know, whether we were up 20, 30, 40, 50, you know, we're having fun. And that's at the end of the day, that's why I do this.
See, and I love it. I mean, let's look. I mean, you guys played in Chicago.
Yeah.
You played in Arkansas, Central Illinois, Kansas City.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you guys weren't traveling.
Oh, we've gone as far as Fort Wayne, Indiana. So, yeah.
So I'm just going by last year's schedule.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
started in March, went
Hmm.
all the way to July 19th. So explain to that as a minor league team. Okay, explain to people how that works for you to be able to do all of this for your
Yeah, so
players.
there's a lot of logistics that I don't think people realize that go into it. They're just like, oh, you know, these guys are just paying to show up to play football, and there's a lot that goes into it. So, especially transportation, you have to get 70 players, and that's not counting coaching staff, media, photographers, videographers, you know, upwards sometimes of 6 hours away. So we had a sponsor, Select Auto Rentals. They sponsored Sprinter vans for us all season. great company. They have great vans if you're looking for them, great prices, private booking. But sponsors, sponsors are really is our lifeline. They help us with everything as far as transportation. We have uniform sponsors, we have media sponsors, social media sponsors. I mean, we have sponsors for everything. So that's how we do it, man. We just build relationships with these local and corporate companies. We give them something they like, and in return, they help us continue to run.
Right now, this is the X Fan Show. Arlington is playing Uncle Daddy Duty. And if actually, Lucky, if you see that QR code right there,
Yep.
check QR code. Watch, I'll show you something. If you scan that QR code right now, people, let's get my phone to focus in on it. But if you scan that QR code, it takes you right to your page.
I like
Facebook
that.
page. Right there. So come on now. See, look, now my phone's one act stupid. That's how it always works, don't you? Have you ever done live interviews where nothing works? That happens to me all the time.
A couple times, yeah.
But yeah, if you go and click on that little QR code, it'll take you right to Lucky's Facebook page and all that stuff, and you can find out everything. This is Lucky Moore. He is the what are you the owner, managing partner? What is your role with the Falcons other than having 70 bodyguards?
Yeah, so I'm the CEO. I'm the head of football operations completely, or organization operations. I'm sorry. I'm one of 4 owners. We have 3 other owners: Austin Wright, Carl Gray, Mike Gerdine. 3 great guys. We're like a group of tight knit brothers as well. But yeah, so I'm the CEO. If you have a pyramid, I'm at the top, and I'm kind of what I tell people. I'm in the background. I'm setting up the sponsorships, designing the uniforms, putting the orders in, handling everything financially.
And okay, now how much work is that?
Whether people want to believe this or not, it really is for me, it's 365 days a year. Not a lot of people take this level of football as serious as I do. And they don't, and this is speaking on no other organization, but they don't put the effort in that I do. If I'm not out with companies talking to them, trying to sweet talk them into a sponsorship, I'm at home making flyers, or I'm on my computer emailing people back and forth, bringing in volunteers, filling out timesheets for volunteers. So it could be a 9 to 5 for sure.
Now, look, I know that we've talked off air, and
Yeah.
I've told you I am willing to put the entire X Fan Show Network page behind you. So, can we break that news that we will be signing up as volunteer workers for you now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Are you gonna just make us work really, really hard? It might do me and Arlington some good because we don't know what work really is. I drive the school bus.
You might get some overtime hours with us.
Now let's see, like Wayne right here. Wayne the Cigar said, didn't even know there was a minor league football team here in St. Louis.
Yep. Follow our page. You could, search us on Google, Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads. Anything you could think of, we're there.
Right, exactly. So here's what I find that's so fascinating about it, because we've always been about fans, right?
Right.
And now, where did you play your games at last year?
We had the privilege of playing at Rockwood Summit, which is also home of the Rockwood Summit Falcons. So that was pretty cool.
Now, so it's minor league football. See right there, Austin Wright said right here, you can follow us on Facebook, right there, St. Louis Falcons. Well, hold on. I jumped ahead. I want to get back. Okay, so the Battlehawks come back. When was it that you guys decided to move to the younger players? And how did that come about?
So, yeah, like I said, here's a better way to put it. I was a fan of minor league football for a couple years, even before I even had the idea of the Falcons or even getting involved in any type of capacity. But one thing I noticed with all these teams were, and respect to anybody watching that owns a team like this, there were a lot of older guys. Which, hey, you know what? Let me put it like this, though. I have seen some 37-year-olds on the field put some work in. But the problem is the longevity of it, right? So I could go get 20, 30, 36, 37-year-olds that looking for a quick Saturday fun. But what comes from that? What
Hmm.
happens the next year when half the team wants to retire? Rather than I can go get, guys that are either leaving high school, not going to college, guys coming back from college, um, or even, like I said, guys that are just sitting at home that are true athletes, and let me put them on a team.
See,
So,
no, I mean, I love that line of thinking.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's an amazing line of thinking. You're like, okay, so it's basically like you're taking a high school program, but then you got the minor league team, your top team. How old do you have to be on that top team? The minimum age.
So if you're out of high school, some people graduate at 17. That's okay.
Okay.
So either 18 plus or a graduate of high school of that year of the season.
Okay, so you have to be a graduate of that season. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And then what is the oldest player that you had on your team?
We had a punter who was matter of fact, he might have been 37, 38, and he was a
Uh,
punter. Yeah.
okay. So
Yep. Hell of
you
a
can
leg.
go from 18, 7, base 17, 18 years old all the way up to 37 if the body's still handling it.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So now you've taken this team, you're like, now I'm going to build my younger team.
Yeah.
You're taking it like the high school because I agree with you. I agree with you that the man is a visionary. I agree with you. I think the man is. So you take that like Melville High School. Well,
Right.
you live south of me, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I know you're in Jeff County somewhere. We're not going to tell anybody where you are because I don't know if
Which
all
most of
somebody.
them know, but yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, but you just live in what I used to call the Twin Cities of St. Louis,
Yes.
the St. Louis area. Okay, they have a minor league team, or they have a junior team. Like the Melville Panthers have the Junior Panthers. The Oakville Tigers have the Oakville Tigers, Junior
Right.
Tigers. You know what I'm saying? So you took that with your minor league team. Like, I'm not a high school. I'm going to make my own little Junior Falcons.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you get, how do you get that?
A lot of networking, and I had the privilege too. I ran into a guy I knew outside of semi-pro named Donnie Dahl and Asa
Okay.
Moore. They've been around the youth football level, I mean, probably since I was getting out of diapers. And I had the privilege of being friends with them. So once I unveiled the brand, they came over to coach the minor league side, and I put them in trust, and they ran our youth side. So they already had the connections with the parents, the youth leagues, the kids, and they really built up a strong youth side.
See, and I love that you've taken what like they did in high school and you're like, okay, I'm going to implement it here.
Yeah.
Like how does my mind, like, I've done this show for a while now, and me and Arlington have branched it out into different things, right?
Right.
So I kind of know where you're going and how, because the mind's always, you're like, okay, I already accomplished this. Now I want to do something different, right?
Yep.
And so that's where that all it expired. It was inspired from.
Yeah, I there's been a lot, everything looks great. And what I tell people is it didn't always look great. I've had a lot of ideas that, I've had to crumble up, toss in the trash. They weren't there. And that's what I try to instill in everybody that's part of the organization.
Hold
Like,
on, your mic is
let's
starting to break up a little.
you said mine is?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Or is it me? Hold on. All right, try it now.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Maybe it's my headphones. Hold on. Let's do this. All right, there we go. All right, try it again. Go ahead.
You hear me now?
Yep, it's my headphones. So we're good. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, it's my headphones. Hey, time to go buy a new pair of headphones. Oh, somebody said Home Depot mic. You got a Home Depot mic?
Yeah, AP wishes. It's the one that I borrowed from him. He knows who it is.
Oh, so it is his mic. All right. Well, AP, get him. We'll have to get him we'll have to get him a better mic. It can't be everybody's headphones. Oh, okay. My bad. Hey, leave Lucky alone, guys. Leave Lucky alone. Nobody. See if they're all picking on you now, Lucky.
Yeah.
Is this how it always is?
All day, every day.
All day.
All
So,
day, every day.
all right. Hold on. Now you're really. Hold on. Let me try this on my end because now you're really quiet. Hold on. Let me try this. All right. Now try it. No, now I can't hear you. Try to reset your mic. No, I can't hear you. Try that. Are you on a laptop or a phone? Your cell phone? Take that mic out. Take that mic out completely. So just undisconnect that microphone. All right, here. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Mute that. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to be right back for a minute. Lucky, I'm going to call you. See, AP saying you're talking like we can hear you. I'm going to call you and I'm going to work you through something real quick. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to remove Lucky. We'll be right back. Everybody hang on because this ain't going to take very long. I'll be able to do it in like 2 seconds once I call him. So we will be right. I got to find we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. It was a setting that got messed up. Lucky's working on that in the background, so he'll be right back. But what I find so fascinating about this Falcons team is how you guys have all been into the whole world of the community service and stuff like that. Which I think I need to get Wayne. We need to get Rick involved with Lucky and the Falcons and stuff like that. All right, here he is. So I'm gonna wait, let him readjust his camera real quick. I'm gonna bring him on. Unmute his microphone.
How we sounding now?
There you go. All right.
Great.
Hey, it happens sometimes, bro. It happens. All right, now where were we? We were you're building the minor league team, the
Right.
young team, right? Now, where do a lot of these kids come from? Like, where are
So
you getting these?
our junior kids are actually really locally inner city based.
Okay.
A lot of North County kids, but so for the youth side, it's actually really targeted at the inner city St. Louis.
Yeah, because let's not get it twisted. A lot of those schools up there don't have like
Theater
the
teams,
Crystal
yeah.
City and the Festus and the Herculaneum and the Oakville, the Melvilles, Rockwood, where you
Right.
guys played. They don't have those feeder teams. So to talk to those schools to get that done, because that takes a lot to get those into the schools to do that, right? You got to go through, I'm sure, stuff with the school boards, stuff like that. So like how did that come about? Where you went to talk to these schools? What was your pitch for these schools to do that?
Dealing with these schools, it's not easy. They have to hear what they want to hear at the end of the day, and you have to be able to provide it. They're offering a service, the field, sometimes locker rooms, bathrooms. So yeah, it's a lot of emails, it's a lot of phone calls, it's a lot of talking to these school boards and telling them like, hey, any issues you guys have, I'm gonna have a way to cover it. We're gonna have a way to deal with it, and a way to prevent it. And that's the main idea and how we get the relationships built with these local schools.
See, again, and I love that. And the turnout's been great
Yeah,
for these
absolutely.
teams. So about how many young kids do you guys have in your program?
So across the three age groups last year, we had about 50, 60 players across all three teams of youth wise. Yeah. Yeah.
And like what schools did you guys play? What schools did these kids play against?
So they played in the Show Me Youth Football Association. So you got teams like the Jefferson County Saints, Wentzville Wildcats. Who's some other teams we played? Centerville Tigers. There's a lot of youth teams actually, from Illinois to St. Charles, even out to Festus.
And how did your little Falcons do?
They struggled a little bit. So a lot of the guys we had were either first time players or they're kids that came from other teams that didn't play. And that's what it's about, developing them, growing them through the program to a point where, by the time they get to the middle school, high school levels, they're not behind.
Yeah, because I mean, let's not get it twisted. I see right here, Mr. Councilman Kirk says he's going to be bringing some East St. Louis kids next year. Let's not get it twisted. There's quite a very, very good team across the river from us.
That's right.
In East St. Louis called the Flyers.
Yeah.
That have some really good kids on that team.
Yeah, they got some good players, all right.
Right. And they don't really have a junior program. So you're kind of filling in for that junior program for them, really, then, right?
That's always the goal, is to make it up for the kids that don't have it in their respective communities.
See, I love how you're filling a need.
Yes, sir.
I love how you're filling a need on that. Where he popped in, but he's just sitting back there. I think he's situating himself. He's a very beautiful man. When you see him, he's a very beautiful man. He's gonna get mad at me for saying that, Lucky, but I don't care. He gets mad at me all the time. So the fundraisers that you do, okay?
Yeah.
We talked about that. You said I did a fundraiser. Tell the story about the popcorn fundraiser. and
Yeah.
how
So
people kind of made fun of you for doing it.
yeah, so I look at minor league different, man. I look at how people operate and even the way they fail, so I can figure out how to make a way not to fail, right? So I talked to a lot of junior coaches I knew, even some local high school coaches I knew, and they told me about this app, right? It's called
Mhm.
Double Good. It's a popcorn fundraising app. It's all virtual, so that's really the key in fundraising at this level. A lot of these guys are adults. They work jobs, they have kids, they have wives. They can't make it to everything. So I figured if I could put the fundraiser in their hand where they can do it from their couch, they could do it from work, driving. Don't do it while driving, but if you're in the passenger seat, you can do it. Yeah, so the idea is you're selling popcorn, right? You get 50% of all profits. And there were a lot of people that were like, bro, don't waste your time with something like that. That's a youth, that's what they told me, a junior way of raising money. Man, in the last 3 years, we've raised upwards of $20,000 selling popcorn, all virtually. We don't get together. We don't, have a group of 50, 60 people game planning. We send these links out, we tell people about it, and they buy the popcorn. And it's been a huge, massive source of income for us every year.
See, I think that's amazing. Councilman Kirk and Kevin, I apologize. I did not know that they had a junior Flyers team. I apologize. I know that some of the schools I worked at Confluence, I know Kip Academy and Confluence Academy, they didn't have
Right.
a football team and stuff like that. So I didn't know. My bad. I should have known better with the Flyers because who's the head coach over there? Because he's built one hell of a program over there.
It's over. What's his name? Sunk. I always mess his name up. He's a great too, legendary, a visionary from East
Yes.
St. Louis.
He's built a hell of a program. I mean,
Yeah.
he's probably got he probably created one of the greatest offensive linemen in college who plays for the North Carolina Tar Heels and Miles McVay. I remember when I interviewed this kid for the first time. He's 14 years old, right? And this kid
Right.
walks up. He steps out of this car with his dad. And I'm 250. At that time, I was 250, and this kid towered over me. And I'm like, you look like a grown man. He goes, I'm only 14 years old, sir. I go,
And by his senior
14?
year, he was a tank.
Right.
Oh my goodness, a tank.
Yeah. He's not from East St. Louis. Who is not from East St. Louis? Who is not from East St. Louis? I don't know who's not from East St. Louis. But the kid was and the nicest kid in the world. Nicest kid in the world and stuff like that. Now, Lucky, let's get to it because the other reason we got you on is you have a tryout coming up.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Oh, the coach from New Jersey. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, he's
We
talking
got
about Son. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're fighting in the chat room. Guys, it's okay. Don't fight in the chat room. Right, Lucky? Tell them not to fight.
Yeah.
So you have a tryout coming up.
Yes, sir.
Or a training camp, I should say, right? Oh, look who it is, Lucky. Lucky, let me introduce to you my partner in crime, a very beautiful man, like I told you, Mr. Arlington Lane.
What's going on, man?
Now, Arlington, would you like to finally join us after playing Uncle Dad duty?
I had to play Uncle Daddy. Yeah, I do it to my crazy sister. I have to deal with that with my crazy sister. Yeah, and I said it publicly. But please talk about the camps. Do not deal with me. Talk about the camp.
Well, is there anything first before we go to the camp? Is there anything you want to ask Lucky about the St. Louis Falcons?
Well, not actually ask him, but I am aware of one of your coaches and staff members, Carl Gray Jr. Okay, Kamo. Tell me, how is Kamo? I used to work with Kamo, and Kamo was crazy there.
That's
Kamo,
my guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also another owner. Like I said, that's my dude. We go way out of football, so we're all good friends outside of football.
Yeah, and I noticed, when I seen him, I seen the post, mind you, I seen about the St. Louis Falcons, but I didn't really do a deep dive like I probably should have. And Kamo,
Yeah.
please do not hold that against me. Lucky, don't hold that against me, man.
Hey, better
Because
late than never, man.
exactly, man. And getting a chance to see that myself, you know, I was like, man, y'all really doing some amazing things and stuff. So
I appreciate that.
he said, oh yeah, you know what? but that's what everybody knew him as Kamo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really good dude, you know, always have fun, laughs. But one of the things he was telling me about was his football, you know, whether it was his kids or working with the Falcons and stuff like that. That's what I was, you know, pretty much aware of with it.
Right.
I didn't know who the owners was and stuff like that. He just said he was a part of it. But now that I see it, I was like, man, I'm grateful to see you doing this and then being on the show with us to talk about it. And you know, I'm very proud of what you guys are putting together, and a great future that's ahead for you guys as you continue doing your thing. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Now throw out the camps and stuff.
Well, I mean, Arlington, we have been following, and we have reached out, but like we said earlier, things have been busy, and then we get busy, and then we get lazy, right? So that's just how it works.
We're gonna tell the truth as it is.
Right, we're just gonna tell the truth. All right, let's get to it because you have some training camps coming up.
Yeah, so this Sunday we're hosting, which is our final open tryout. So, you know, we have a roster of 60 we're looking to fill. This will be, like I said, the second camp, but final open tryout. Once these camps finish up, I'd say any players within the next week or two will get official training camp invites for our camps in January as we build into the CMFL season in April.
Now, here's what I find so fat. You really treat this like it's a legit, you say it's minor league, but you treat it like it's legit ball. You're talking training camps. Now, the question I got to ask you, was this another 3:00 in the morning idea where you're like, I'm going to do it at 9:00 at night on a Sunday?
Well, so the
idea
of the late, so the idea with the late nights and then the Sunday nights is, look, you're going to get hundreds of guys that say, hey, I want to play for the Falcons, right? They're going to come to a couple practices. But when you're hosting camps on a Sunday night, 9 p.m. to midnight, we call them the spooky hours, you're really going to find out who's about the program and who's bought into what we're putting out, right? You get plenty of guys that just want to wear a jersey, plenty of guys that just want to be a part of a team, which is cool. But then you got the guys that are showing up at 9 p.m., sometimes straight from work, sometimes after a 40-hour week, and they are putting their bodies on the line. They are busting their butts, and they're trying to better the program and, you know, ultimately themselves as men.
Yeah, see, that's what I find is fascinating. In Arlington, I will be there for that December 14th. Except I probably won't be there till midnight. Will you hold that against me, Lucky, if I'm there till like 10, 11 o'clock taking
You won't
pictures?
be missing anything in those last couple hours, but a lot of get in their minds right.
Right, okay, well, because I mean I'm saying I'm 50 years old and I drive a school bus.
Right.
You know, I mean I'm
very understandable.
I'm a very old man, you know. You're how old are you, by the way?
I'm 27.
Okay, so I got kids as old as you. So you were 27 and you thought of this idea?
Yeah, I started this all when I was 24, turning 24. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's always a little awkward interviewing coaches that are sometimes 30, 40 years older than me. So.
I mean, well, yeah, but okay, again, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I find fascinating. You're 24 years old and you start all this, right?
Yeah.
Because you saw a need for this, right? Like here, somebody says right here, AP says, yeah, he did it from 10 to 1 before.
Yeah. I push these guys not only to their physical limits, but their mental limits. You know, if I can get you to catch a ball while you want to cuss me out, we're going to win some games. And that's what it's about.
See, so you're doing this, and this is at the STL Athletic Center there in Fenton, Missouri, right?
The
And
best indoor facility in the greater metro area.
it's a very great indoor facility. I absolutely love it. I've been there a couple times and stuff like that. So like when these guys, you're doing these at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are these guys saying to you?
Oh, through the whole week they're gonna give me trouble about it. They're gonna, say what's on their mind. But one thing I'll say is they always beat me there. So you know what? You can say what you want. You can use every word in the book, but as long as you show up on time, coachable, I'll take it, man. That could be just one of the L's I have to take.
See, and again, that's something I find. And now Arlington, here's another thing that I love. Again, I'm building something up. Arlington, this guy actually gives out awards.
Yeah.
To his teams.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But like, how many minor league teams do you see give awards to his players?
I think I might speak a little bit before for Lucky on this one. It's more of appreciation he gives to his players that they decide to come out and they want to play for him and they want to play the game of football. And so this is the love that he gives back for that.
Absolutely.
And that's amazing to see. And you would think I would have known this was said, but no, I'm just looking at what you posted and just hearing somebody on the comments was we get awards. Somebody giving you trouble, man. They've been doing this the whole show, probably.
Well, apparently Darren McDonald #2 got the 2025 Newcomer of the Year award. That's a big
that's
man.
Mr. AP. That's Mr. AP. Yep.
Oh, that's this guy right here, right? That's this guy.
Yeah,
we call him out. We call him out.
That's Mr. AP, and yet there's his picture on the show.
Hey, but you know what? He's one of those guys that brings the attitude we're looking for, right? We're talking about a guy that had double-digit sacks, double-digit tackle for losses, is arguably one of the most dominant defensive linemen, I'd argue, in the state, and he's never happy. And I'm okay with that. He's never content with being the best because he wants to be the greatest. So, as much as he gives me trouble, he also sets the tone every single game, snap in, snap out.
So Mr. Right here, the third, says Mr. Headache, aka Mr. AP. LOL. Oh, AP just has to chime in and says 15 to be exact.
Yeah. Yeah, man, they're characters, man.
So I mean, I just find, and then you have Mr. Jeremiah Alexander. Is that really what he looks like? Because that looks like a statue.
He is every bit of 5'0" and he has a heart of a tank.
Okay.
Day in, day out. It doesn't matter if he gets a negative 3-yard run or a 40-yard run. He's always smiling, man. Love it.
And then you got Mr. Jenkins here.
Oh, man. I mean, if you love defensive football and you love cornerbacks to have good technical skills, a true ball hawk, he broke the St. Louis Falcons record with 15 interceptions in 1 year.
Oh, my God. 15 interceptions?
15, and we're talking 20 plus pass breakups.
Was he cheating on the ball like he knew what they were throwing to immediately? How many games was this in, man?
So he had so let's take the play. He had 14 after 8 games.
Was he using Madden cheat codes from back in the 90s?
Game sliders are all the way up with him, man.
It has to be. I mean, what's the most interceptions in an NFL season?
16.
Wow.
And he had how many?
15.
15. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can already imagine, right?
The sliders,
right.
all the he figured out a way to cheat to put the quarterback's accuracy slider all the way down and his slider all the way up. He had to have. And
Yeah.
AP, what are you laughing about? You probably did the same thing to get your 15 sacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 14.
Is it? Oh, so he beat the record for NFL interceptions in a year. Is that what we're saying?
It's 14.
Is that what we're saying right now? So wait, hold on. Let me go back, fellas. Okay. We're going to go back to Mr. Devon Jenkins right here.
Said part of the no-fly zone is what Austin Rice said.
It's more than the no-fly zone. I mean, come on.
I think he only gave up one catch all season, and that's not exaggerating. I mean, and I'll even say this: the only one he gave up was a touchdown. So, yeah.
Oh, well, that takes him down a little bit.
Yeah, but man, the dude is athletic, man. It's not like they're just throwing him the ball. Like the way he's able to really contort his body in the air and make these physical athletic interceptions, like, and that's just speaking on one. I mean, we really have across our secondary 30 plus interceptions last year, and that's what we do.
Here, Mr. Kevin Pittman says one of the best D lines in the nation created 25 plus picks. You guys had 25 plus picks.
I think we finished 32 total on the year. We averaged about 4 a game. Yeah.
And what did Mr. Jenkins get? Did he get 3 of those?
Almost
he had about half of them. Yeah. Yeah. He was guaranteed at least 1 to 2 a game.
What? I mean, you guys got a nickname for him? I don't like the no-fly zone. You got to come up with something better for him.
You know, he's real old school too. Like you would think a guy like that's just, you wouldn't know he existed. Like the league didn't even know he's out here breaking the records because he doesn't post nothing. He doesn't talk about it. You know, he comes on the field, makes a few tackles, couple picks, and he goes home and
he just goes.
We won't hear from him. Yeah.
You won't hear from him. He's just like, screw it, I'm going to go home and I'm going to go adjust my Madden sliders.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yep.
Is that what he does? Okay.
That's exactly it. Yep.
So, I mean, this is what I like, though, because, you know, I've looked at the other do they call him Shark Boy?
Sure.
Okay. I like okay. What I like
about this too, boy.
I know. See, like, this is what makes us so great is we got the fans in here jaw-jacking. We're jaw-jacking the fans.
Of course.
And you get to sit back and just laugh at everybody.
Yep. This is what I deal with 24/7.
Is that how it works?
Oh, I mean, I wish I was lying. 24/7, 365 days a year.
What is the ultimate game plan for the St. Louis Falcons? Like, where do you want to take it as you going into the future?
Wait, we might have to tread lightly.
I wanted to hear it from him. He can say it.
My ultimate goal, and this is speaking generally, and I tell everybody this, including my players, is not to make this volunteer based. I want people to really brand themselves out so much and eventually make so much income that possibly these guys could make some type of money from it, right? You know, I want to give back to the players, you know. I don't think enough owners recognize how vital and important these players are. You don't have them, you don't have a team. You don't have a team, you don't have a brand, and at that point you're wasting your time. So you know, you have to give flowers where they're due.
Well, see, and that's what I love. And Arlington. Lucky, should we break the news to Arlington now?
Let's do it.
So Arlington, what you don't know is that we have volunteered the X Fan Show to partner up with the St. Louis Falcons to help promote their team and to become the voice of their team. And we're going to start a show. Can we name the show, Lucky?
Yeah.
Or did you like the name that I sent you?
Yeah, that's why you got to unveil it, man. I really did like it.
Okay, we're going to be starting a show coming this year in the upcoming year called the Fighting Falcons Talk Show, where we'll be sitting there talking with Falcon players throughout the league. We will be at the games and stuff like that. So the X Fan Show is partnered up, and we're going to get it, Arlington. We're going to make it to where we're going to get people to get their asses in the seats.
That's right.
So, Arlington, we are now volunteer workers now.
Oh, we
For the
under
St.
Lucky
Louis-
Moore now.
Hey,
Yeah.
I tell everybody, welcome to the flock.
Welcome to there you go. Hey, you know what? Why do we call it that? Welcome to the flock. The flock.
That's
Oh.
what I'm saying.
Lucky, you like that? Welcome to the flock, or do you like the Fighting Falcons? You're the
The welcome to the flock does fit in. That is, I mean, literally every corporate sponsor, every player we bring in, coach, that's our signage.
Well, so when we put him on the show, though, we could say, welcome to the flock. On tonight, we're welcoming
that's exactly
to the flock.
how you do that. That's exactly
how we should do it.
That's
I like that
right.
idea.
All right, now, Lucky, I'm a man that gets overzealous, okay?
Right.
And sometimes my wife gets very mad at me. And sometimes my radio husband there, he gets mad at me too, right? We've been to
don't ever call me that again in public, man.
Oh, Lucky, this has been my radio partner for the last 8 years now.
Wow.
This man is we've been together for 8 years. Can you believe that?
Hey, happy 8 years, my man.
It's crazy. Don't you feel bad for me? But Lucky, we made something for you.
What's up?
Okay, we want you to hear it. And you tell us what you think. You ready?
STL, stand up. Falcons in the building. Let's go. Born and raised. Never fade. Born in the belly where the Mississippi split. SEL raised me rough, never taught me how to quit. Concrete cradle, gravel in my DNA. Falcons on my chest, predator mentality we display. Dive on the opposition, talents tear through the fences. Wings spread wide over the field, no participant. Gateway to greatness, we ascended to the peak. Enemies get devoured when the Falcons speak. That's the sound of supremacy, bliss through the line with ancestral energy. St. Louis soldiers, boys brave from mud, touchdown celebration, spinning crimson blood. Victories our birthright, dominance our tradition. Red and black attack, that's our lethal composition. SEL, throw it up high. Falcons in the sky, we don't die, we multiply. SEL, make them testify. Homegrown pride amplified. Watch the whole city come alive. It's my struggle made us sharper than razors. Every block, every hood cultivated these blazers. Flight pattern ferocious. We strike from above. It's that hometown hunger. It's that blood in the line. Should pass, fractured their helmets like thunder clash. Four quarter carnage, opposition turn that ass. Stadium shaking, earthquake when we touch down. Whole city mobilized. This our battleground, north sinking wrong. North side, south side, east, west, unified. Falcons representing everything we embody with pride. Generational greatness flow through the franchise. Players paralyzed when they look in the eyes. Championship vision and precision and execution. St. Louis revolution. This our contribution to the legacy of legends. Monument you build, living in these 10 daddy instilling. SEL, throw it up high. Falcons in the sky. We don't die, we multiply. SEL, make them testify. Homegrown pride amplified. Watch the whole city come alive.
So,
how you feel about that?
How do you feel about that, Mr. Lucky?
I say we're probably the first minor league team with their own official theme song that I've ever heard of.
Oh, he muted himself, and now he's all getting jacked up again. That happened earlier. So you like that?
Absolutely.
It's called the Falcons of the STL, and so basically the way that we did it is I went to your guys' site, pulled up all the different things, right? And I'll just give you like one of my favorite parts of the lyrics, right? And it's about halfway through where it really gets where he starts doing the real quick talk, right? And he goes, the whole city mobilized. This is our battleground. North side, south side, east, west, unified. The Falcons represent everything we embody with pride. Generational greatness flows through the franchise. And we purposely put those parts in there because you have the older team all the way down to the youth team. So you're building a generational greatness flow. And I think that's why we put it that way.
Yeah, I like that, man. That was fire. I definitely like that.
All right, so then I should bring it with me this Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You definitely need to send them the link because that was nice. And you
I'll
know what
send
was
you
crazy? That's the first time I've heard it. Period.
Well, he heard an earlier version. We had worked it out. So do you want to hear the very original version?
No, man, we ain't got time for all that tonight.
Oh, yeah, we ain't got time for it. Arlington's going to yell at me. You're already getting me in trouble, Lucky.
Hey, but listen, I'm picking the Falcons to win tonight, even though they're in the third quarter.
All right. Lucky, we've had you for an hour. You're a busy guy. You said that it's 24/7 with you. It's the kind of same thing with us. 24/7. Yes, Mr. Andrew, I will be bringing it this Sunday with me, and we will be having it blaring through the boom box. And look, it's your song. And if you don't like the beat that we have, or you want to have it remastered or whatever, go ahead. I'll make sure you have all the lyrics and all that stuff. That if you want to change it up or do whatever, you can. You know, it's your song. We just created it for you. That's all. Lucky, again, tell everybody where they can find you and all of that good stuff before we let you go.
Yeah, so you can find us on any of our main social media pages. Type in St. Louis Falcons football. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's about everything. If you want to look for me specifically, just type in Lucky Moore, 2 O's on the Moore. And like I said, my Facebook's open. It's public. Any questions you have, if you just want some tickets, you just want to come out, talk to me, some ideas, hit me up.
Oh, wait. Or, Lucky, they could scan that QR code and it'll take you right to your Facebook page.
That's right.
All right. And then you got the tryouts this Sunday. What time and where again?
Yeah, this Sunday, 9 p.m., STL Athletic Center in Fenton, Missouri. I asked guys, if you haven't spoken with me, be there by 8:30 so we can get you registered, signed up, and all the information you'll need.
And then I'll be out there taking some pictures, doing some video, maybe even talking to the few players and some other coaches.
Absolutely.
All right. Arlington, you got anything you want to say to to the new boss? He's our new boss, Arlington.
Right. We got to listen to what Lucky say, man. So
hey, welcome partners, man.
Anything you want to say, Arlington?
Best of luck. And I'm Kmo. Be prepared, sir. You're next on this program.
We appreciate it.
Everyone better be prepared.
All right, Lucky. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to be looking forward to the Fighting Falcons show coming up in January.
Yes, sir.
Do we have an idea of who will be the first guest?
Yeah, so I'm going to start with Austin Wright. He's like my spokesperson of the Falcons, and he can give you guys a real good introduction to start the first show.
Austin, looks like you're first on the it looks like you're first, buddy. Oops. Does he know that, or you just told him now?
Yeah, he knows now.
Oh. Austin, we'll be seeing you come the first of the year. All right, Lucky, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it, and I will see you on Sunday.
All right, fellas. See you this weekend. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one, all right?
All right.
Now, that was Mr. Lucky Moore. Arlington, we've been following that team for a minute, right? We've been trying to get some stuff. Everything has fell through. We finally did it. And, Arlington, they had a quite impressive record in their division, dude. 6-2. No, 6-3. And then overall, they were 9-3. 9-3. That's impressive. Is it not?
Very much so. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Now, Arlington, what do we want to do? We want to keep going, or are we done?
We want to go through these picks real quick, and then we go home.
We can do our picks because
you know what? I feel bad that I have not gone through these. That means I have to go back to these shows and go through all of them and to add up everything. Because
do we even need to? Because you really, Arlington,
I did bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You had 8 losses.
It was bad. You might have caught up. This
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 6 losses.
Okay, you probably gained some ground. We'll see what it's looking like.
All right, so who's playing tonight? It's the Falcons and who?
Falcons and the Bucks right now.
Well, listen,
I said the Falcons because we did the St. Louis Falcons thing.
Well, look, because we are part of the flock now, I'm gonna pick five. I have to pick the Falcons.
Got to pick the Falcons. So
we can't go against our flock, can we?
But see, they're in a different city. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of could.
Arlington, you're not going to be there Sunday. I'm going to be there. You think I'm going to pick against the flock? I'm going Falcons.
Falcons over Bucks today. Okay.
We got that. Okay. You're doing the same thing, right?
Absolutely. I'm not playing around here.
Okay. What do we got next?
Hold on, man, because I was trying to pull up the stuff. We got Ravens Bengals. You hear me?
Again, Ravens Bengals again.
Yeah. They gotta finish. Come on, you know they gotta play twice a year.
You know, I'm gonna go Joey B.
I figured you would.
No,
let's make things. I'm gonna stay with the Ravens.
No, I already said it.
I think Lamar's getting his revenge.
You did. I already said it. So okay, I'm not gonna change.
You can. We haven't gone on to the next.
No, I'm not gonna change. I'm sticking with Cincy.
All right.
I did it last time Cincy won, right? Yes. So I'm sticking with Cincy.
The Raiders and the Eagles. Eagles at home.
I'm going Birds. I'm going Birds. Who are you going with?
Don't deny me, Eagles. Please don't deny me.
You're going Birds too?
Don't deny me.
All right, who do we at?
Cardinals and the Texans.
Come on, man. Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Come on,
I just need that defense to knock Jacoby Brissett around a bit.
I'm going with the number one defense in football.
Now you want to be a part of that. Oh, okay.
Whoa. I've always been a Texans fan. Just that offense is pretty garbage right now. I love C.J. Stroud.
But they're getting a lot of 2000 Raven vibes right now.
That is true. They are. They are.
Getting a lot of those Raven vibes from the 2000 season.
They are. All right. Who's next?
Let's continue on. Chargers and the Chiefs. Ooh, if the Chargers defeat the Chiefs this weekend, that puts Kansas City in a place they're already in a place that they haven't been, and they're not going to be in, and that's win the division. But if they lose against the Chargers this weekend, their playoff chances
I'm going
get even more slimmer.
I'm going Chiefs.
Good, because I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay. Who we got next?
All right, we got Bills and Patriots. Woo!
Jeez. Drake May
ain't even getting love for MVP, so don't even act like he's supposed to be the MVP of this team.
No, you're right. No, listen, that's what I was getting ready to say. Kid is getting no love for MVP. The Bills, you never know what's going on with the Bills, right?
Uh-huh.
Where are they playing? Are they playing in
It's at Foxborough. Mm-hmm.
I'm going Pats if they're in Foxborough.
Then the Bills just came off a big win, right?
Against Cincy in the snow, 70 points in a snow game. I think it might have been the first time in all of NFL history.
I'm going Bills. I like chaos.
I do too, and that's what the Bills are.
I'm going with the Bills in this one.
Okay, so what do we got next?
My favorite, Randy Nodden and John Grayson, both big Bills fans.
That's right. What do we got next?
Jets and Jaguars. Golly, this does not help me at all, man.
Are you going Jags?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And the only reason I'm going for the Jags is just because I want them to lose, but for Houston's sake. But yeah, I do. Because if Houston loses and Jacksonville loses, if Texans win and Jacksonville loses, guess who gets first place? It's Houston.
Right,
and DeMeco Ryans is my coach of the year. Just want to
That is
Put
true.
out there.
D'Amico Ryans could be the coach of the year. I will give you that one.
All right. Would you say Jags too?
Of course I did. Come on, man.
Commanders and Giants. Both two losers.
Is Jaden out or is he in?
I think he's
Mariota.
I think he's in, but he won't start.
Mariota's out too, right?
No,
Yeah,
he's out. He is out. He is considered out.
I'm going Commanders.
You going G-Men?
No, Commanders.
G-Man for me.
Okay. All right, what do we got now?
Browns and the Bears.
Ah,
I already know who you picking, so why you acting funny?
listen, I'll say this. In Arlington, we've talked about this off the air, right?
Yes.
I said Shador deserves a chance to start.
Facts.
Shador
He's going to get that chance.
No, right. He deserves a chance to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought it was with the Browns, though. So what I always said, I was like, I wish he would get away from the Browns. I said the reason why he is getting treated the way he is because of what his dad has said and the things his dad has done in the past. He is getting the sins of the father are reflecting to the son, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said the Browns should have charioted Shador. I thought the best places for him would have been either Miami or Minnesota because I think those coaches would be 100% better for Shador. With that being said, the way Shador has played in the last few games, he has really shown that he has improved and matured. And you can see by the way he walks into the huddle. I will give him all of that credit in the world. Do I still think he belongs in the Browns? Hell no. He needs to be away from the Browns. But I'm still going Bears because they're playing very good football right now. Hyped it up like I was going for the Browns, didn't I?
Yeah, you had me going, man. You had me going. So, you know what? I'll do it just because.
You're an idiot.
That's fine. I'll be that this week.
All right, Browns for Arlington.
The Bears sitting second right now in the NFC North.
That is true. They are. But would you have thought they'd have been in second after last year's dismal performance?
But it was getting everything together, and I'm not gonna lie. Ben Johnson is definitely gonna get a lot of looks at as Coach of the Year, especially if the Bears make the playoffs. If they win the division, it's gonna be so difficult. That vote is probably gonna be one of the craziest votes.
You can tell that they're finally starting to buy into the Ben Johnson playbook.
If you have Vrabel, Ben Johnson, D'Amico Ryans with the #1 defense, Jim Harbaugh, he's definitely going to get votes. Sean Payton, this is probably going to be one of the craziest and closest Coach of the Year votes on record. So
that is true. It will be.
Look forward to that as we getting closer to the end of the season. Panthers and Saints.
I'm going Panthers.
Hey, as much as we sitting here saying the Falcons, man, the Buccaneers need to win that if they want to stay on top of the NFC South right now. But I'm going Panthers as well.
Okay.
All right. Lions and the Rams.
You're going
Lions
Carolina also?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Lions trying to maintain as the Buccaneers just scored another touchdown.
I did see that. I'm going Rams.
I need another upset. Give it to me, Lions. Go Lions. Go Lions. Go. The only reason why I'm saying this because I want chaos in that NFC North Division 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
Pretty chaotic right now.
It is.
All right. The next game up we got is Colts and Seahawks.
Come on, man.
Will we see Phillip Rivers playing in this game?
Will we see 92,000-year-old Phillip Rivers playing? Who knows?
So you're picking.
Come on, man. I'm picking the Seahawks. What's wrong with you?
Good. I'm picking the Seahawks too.
So yeah.
Let them sink a little bit further in the standings.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
This is a good one. Packers Broncos.
Where are they at?
Denver.
Uh,
I knew that'll get you right there. I knew it.
I'm going Denver, man.
All right.
Sean Payton is showing that he might be one of the greatest quarterback coaches of all time. What he's doing with Bowden. I mean, who do they really have other than Sutherland?
Cortland Sutton. Apparently, they're making it work.
They're making it work somehow.
They're making it work. So
I gotta go. I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go Broncos, man.
You doing that just because of your son? That's
no, I really do. I really do. Because most teams don't play that well in Denver. It's hard to play in Denver. With the way Green Bay is, that fast-paced offense, we've seen fast-paced offenses not do good.
Broncos have one of the better defenses in the league right now. Even though the Packers, they have a substantial defense that you can mark upon, but I'm going to go with Denver at home.
Yep, exactly. Yes, sweetie. Yes, my lovely wife. We're almost done.
We're almost done. All right, we're almost done. Titans and 49ers. Okay, that's too easy.
49ers.
Niners. All right. Vikings and the Cowboys.
Well, listen, the wife and Daddy Ed and his lovely Mama Bear are going to be there this weekend.
Oh, they're all heading to Dallas. That's right.
They are heading to Dallas, but
you got daddy duty, don't you?
I got Sally duty.
Oh, you got the dog?
Yeah. I'm going Cowboys.
If they're gonna stick around in this race, Cowboys it is.
Yeah. Even though now Amanda. I gotta go upstairs and become murdered, but that's okay.
She's gonna be too excited to go to the game. She ain't thinking about you.
You just didn't see what she said. She goes, "Don't be stupid."
It's too late.
Yes, I'm going Minnesota.
We already picked the Cowboys, so it doesn't matter. The last game of the night, Dolphins and Steelers.
Oh, come on, man. Steelers.
Dolphins.
You're going the Fins?
You got your mind, because I'm going Steelers.
I was going to say, bro, come on, man. What's wrong with you, homie? I was like, what? Look, you serious? 2020 Friday night show. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I walk home to every night.
Yeah.
Or watching 2020s on how women's spouses killed their husbands.
There are the picks for tonight. There's Spurge's, and then there's mine. There his. Okay.
And guys, as you've heard, yeah. Was that it? Was that all we good? We good?
Yeah, we're good tonight.
We got one more week left, bro, before Christmas.
I'm almost wanting to do a Christmas special. We're
not doing a Christmas special, bro.
You don't have to. I can.
Well, you can. You're right. But we're going to do our Festivus. The things we're going to do our Festivus
on next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night show.
It should be the last X-Fan show of the year.
That's right, because you guys would be very surprised what we are not very happy with.
And we got to talk about it.
We do. It goes all the way from NFL to wrestling.
Oh, we're going to go through it all. Yes. Let's go through it all, baby.
College football to baseball.
Because, man, I really want to talk about the college football playoffs so bad.
We are going to. And, guys, we are honored to be now part of the flock of the St. Louis Falcons. You'll be seeing me in Arlington helping there. And if you guys have not followed their page, go to their Facebook page. Scan the QR code. Right there. Scan the QR code. St. Louis Falcons. Facebook page. Stuff like that. Listen, guys. You heard what Lucky said. They are a local team right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's go and show them why the St. Louis fans are so good. Let's help them. She goes, that will be like you know what? It might be a 2-day show.
What you mean?
Could be a 2-day show.
A Festivus thing?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You want to do a Wednesday and Thursday night? Do part
Why
one, part
not?
two?
Why not?
I'm game
We'll
for
talk
that.
about it more.
I'm game for it.
We'll talk about it more. You know.
So we can devote one day to football and then one day to every. We'll devote one thing to football and another to everything else.
We can talk about it later. It don't matter. We can talk about it later.
Right,
but guys, we are very honored to be part of the flock of the St. Louis Falcons. Please go and like and subscribe their page. Be paying attention to the stuff that me and Arlington are going to be doing with them. Listen, guys. It's going to be fun. Let's go and support an actual local team here in the St. Louis area. As you heard what Lucky says, they gave back to the community. So let's help them. Let's help them give back to the community. Not use stuff that's being given away out of a warehouse that didn't sell. But let's. Oh, did I say that?
I want to give a personal shout out to the United Football Players Association. We got a good partnership coming up with the pro athlete community. And so I want to make sure I got that out there. The guys over. Is that my man Kenneth Farrell? If you're listening in, man, or tuned in, thank you so much, man.
I hope that contract works out for you guys this year with the new owner.
All right, gang. Gotta wrap this bad boy up. Sorry for my lateness. Be back at it again. I might do a Friday special, the A-Train show, just because I missed doing it today.
Oh, there you go. That's the joys of having the X-Fan show when we don't answer to anybody anymore.
Right. Middle fingers in the air. We love you. Peace.
What?
Chicken and hair grease.
Winter chicken dinner.
Peace and hair grease.
Like a crumbled up food stamp.